Hi everyone, welcome back to one of my videos. This is Selina. I hope you're well. So if you're new to my channel, my name's Selina and I release a crochet tutorial every week. So today I wanted to bring to you a new scrunchie project. It's gorgeous. I think it looks really wintry. It's really easy and beginner friendly to crochet. So I'm just going to walk you step by step through this project, and we are going to be making a strip of half double crochet, and this part here, the width, should measure 3.5 inches roughly, and then this part in the length should measure 22 inches. Again, everything will be written down on my free pattern on my blog, so don't forget to check that out at selinaveronique.com. I will be listing everything also in the down bar. You will also, so for this part, you will need Caron Latte Cake by Yarnspirations. And I used shade Plum Fresh, and I love it because it's so fluffy. Yes, and basically I only used a bit of this yarn, of course, because obviously you're not going to need a lot. I used a 5mm crochet hook. You will need a tapestry needle, a safety pin, as well as a pair of scissors and a 7-inch elastic band. So yeah, I will be using US terms. So to begin this pattern, we are simply going to be making a slip knot. So just go ahead and make a slip knot. Pop your hook through, tighten, and you have to chain 14. So just go ahead and chain 14. 1, 2, 3. So I've chained a sample, but you should have 14 chains, and it's the exact same principle. So now we are going to simply count 1, 2, 3 chains from the hook, and we will be placing a half double crochet into that third chain from the hook. So to do so, you are simply going to wrap your yarn around your hook, go into that third chain, take your yarn and pull through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Now you're going to go into the next chain and place a half double crochet into that. And you're going to go into the next chain and place a half double crochet into that. And into the next chain. And into the next chain. And into the next. And I've almost reached, I've only got 1 chain left, so I'm just going to pop another half double crochet into that. Obviously your project is going to be longer than mine, but the principle is the same. So there we go, we've got our first row of half double crochets. So now for row 2, we are simply going to be chaining 2. So 1 and 2, turn your work, and this counts as our first half double crochet, which goes with this first stitch. So we're directly going to go into the second stitch here and place a half double crochet into that. So there we go, because the first chain 2 counts as a half double crochet, and this is what it should look like. And into the next stitch, place a half double crochet. And into the next stitch, place a half double crochet. And into the next stitch, and the next, and the next. And we've almost reached the end of this row, but I've still got my chain 2 from the previous row right here, into which I need to pop a half double crochet into. So just go ahead and place a half double crochet into that chain 2 from the previous row. And this is what it's going to look like, but it will straighten out as you go along. So this is row 2, and for row 3, it's simply going to be a repeat of row 2. So just go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work, and this again counts as your first half double crochet. So you're just going to go into the second stitch and place a half double crochet into that, into the next stitch and place a half double crochet into that, and so on. And so you're just going to carry on, and don't forget your chain 2 from the previous row right here. So I'm just going to let you carry on placing your half double crochets all along the row. Don't forget your chain 2. So yes, you should have 50 rows in total, and this is what mine looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'll let you carry on, and I'll show you how to do the rest of your project. So I'm back, and I've just finished my strip, and it looks gorgeous. What we are going to be doing now is the rest of the pattern. So for this pattern, you are simply going to turn your work like this, and we are simply going to be seaming this part. So what you are going to be doing, I've left a long tail for sewing, so that's what I recommend. And basically you are simply going to be folding this over and stitching it together. So I'm simply going to be using a mattress stitch and sewing this seam, and I'll just let you sew this in any way that you prefer, and I'll get back to you once we've finished seaming this project. Okay, so I've seamed my entire project, so now I'm just going to tie this gently. So I'm going to make a double knot, and I'm just going to tidy up my loose ends now. So I've tidied up my loose ends, and now I'm simply going to turn this project inside out. So I'm just going to turn it inside out so that the seam is on the inside. So I'll just let you do that as best you can, just gently pulling on your project to turn it inside out. So now that I've turned my project inside out, I've taken my elastic band and popped a needle onto it, a safety pin, sorry. And what we are going to be doing now is scrunching up our scrunchie like so, just so that we can pop the elastic band in. So basically just go ahead and scrunch this up as best you can, like this. And now I'm just going to pop my elastic inside with the thingy, and now I've got both ends out. I know this is a bit fiddly, isn't it? So just go ahead and tie this as best you can. So just go ahead and tie the elastic twice, and make sure it's nice and tight. So just don't hesitate to pull on it to tighten it. This is just the elastic band. There we go. Now I'm going to take my safety pin out, and this is what we have, a gorgeous scrunchie. And what we need to do now is simply seam this part here together. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and popped my needle and thread. I've tied some thread to this part, and now I'm just gonna take, like, neatly pop these two parts aligned, and I'm just gonna pop my needle back and forth into this project, just seaming with the mattress stitch again, just going round this seam. So I'll just let you carry on until you've gone round the whole opening, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've gone around the entire seam. So what I'm going to be doing now is just creating a knot gently. So just gently create a knot. And then what I'm going to do is pop my loose end in the project. So you're just going to place your needle through any space randomly inside, pull this and then snip off your yarn, because you don't need to tidy it up because the loose end is in the project. So there we go. So there we go, our fluffy scrunchie is finished and beautiful and perfect and wintry. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this project. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.